Thanks, Oliver. Morning, everyone. Some of you were kind enough to point out you remembered the last time I was here talking about international tax. So thank you for that. So those of you who I've met will know that I've been 9 months in Barbados, so yesterday was particularly exciting for me because it was the first time I'd experienced a Barbados budget. I have had about 10 to 15 years experience of writing and listening and commenting on UK budgets as an international tax partner based in London before I joined Barbados. So I was thinking there wasn't much experience I could bring from the UK to a budget process in Barbados, because in the UK, you probably know we've had about 10 years of government austerity measures, an increasingly large government debt issue, a strong-willed female Prime Minister dealing with public sector wage pressures and quite low economic growth. So maybe there is a bit of experience I could bring from the UK. But one of the stories I was reminded about yesterday was, for those of you who follow UK politics, there was a famous story when David Cameron first came to power in 2010, when he replaced the Labour government, which had pretty much succumbed to the pressures of balancing the books. And the story was that the outgoing Chancellor Secretary to the Treasury in the Labour government, Liam Byrne, had left a message for David Cameron in number 10 Downing Street in the desk of the Prime Minister. And the way David Cameron tells the story is, he arrived in office very proud and looking forward to his tenure as Prime Minister. And he opened his desk drawer and there was a note in there from the outgoing Chancellor to the Secretary to the Treasury saying, "Dear Prime Minister, congratulations on the election victory. I'm sorry, but all the money is gone." And it crossed my mind more than once yesterday watching our new Prime Minister, particularly in the fact that more than half of her speech was oiling the wheels for what was to come, that how many minutes she's spent thinking since she gained power about the difference between her plans she made in her manifesto and the stark reality of the Barbados balance sheet as it stands now. So it seems an exciting time in Barbados. It's going to be a good discussion this morning, I think. The plan for the day is going to be quite simple because I like things simple and straightforward. We've got a very experienced panel, all of whom I'm going to let speak for a few minutes on their reactions to yesterday's budget. Then I'm going to ask each of them a question to start the ball rolling, and then we're going to open up some questions to the floor. I'm going to ask for one plea to begin with, if I may, which is one of the best things about this period we're going through, it seems to me, in Barbados, is we've got a government which is pretty well supported with a bunch of policies which have been socialised across the country. One of the worst things seems to be we've got a government which is really well supported and a bunch of policies which have been socialised all across the country. Where is the challenge coming from in these things? So my plea is going to be, when you raise your questions, try and be a bit challenging around how you do that, please, because I think I'm a big believer that the quality of a debate is enhanced by how many diametrically opposed forces we can get in the same room. So please be challenging in your questions.